In a new study, we examine whether institutional investors push firms to improve their environmental and social performance. We analyze the role of institutional investors because they own the bulk of the world's equity capital. And we want to know how they affect the firms they invest in. The environmental and social performance of a firm is a hot topic around the world. It is a key element of corporate social responsibility, or CSR. In our study, we consider more than 3,000 firms around the world. For each firm, to measure how well it is doing, we construct detailed histories with dozens of data points in areas such as CO2 emissions, renewable energy use, human rights violations, and employment quality. We find that institutional investors are a force for good. They have a positive effect on a company's environmental and social performance. Importantly, using several econometric techniques, we find support for this being a causal effect of institutional ownership on firms' performance. For example, we used the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Mexican Gulf in 2010 as a natural experiment. This disaster was surprising, and it showed how costly it can be to neglect the environmental policies of an oil firm. After the leak, investors have added pressure to improve environmental policies. While we find that institutional investors push firms to do better, we also find that not all investors matter in the same way. We find that the color of money matters. The main impact is driven by institutional investors from countries where social norms are in line with caring about the environment and caring about social issues. It turns out that these social norms are especially pronounced in Europe. This is in line with what we expect. Attitudes towards the environment and social causes are strong in Europe, while, for example, in the United States and Canada and many Asian countries, they are less strong. This result suggests that social norms flow through the channel of portfolio investment into firms. And it provides new evidence on the way in which culture makes its way into economic decision-making.